Okay, CSS, in CSS we will be having a lot of selectors.
Mm-hmm.
Let's discuss a very important select first. Uh, Tag selector, ID selector, class
Mm-hmm.
selector. So how to work with the tag selector, how to work with ID selector, and how to work with the class selector, we will see first. After that, we will be having some lot of other selectors also there.
Okay.
So we will discuss all selectors now today class. Okay, so some lot of other selectors also there. And first, I want to go with the tag selector concept. Okay,
Okay.
how tag selector will be? This is tag based selection. This is tag based selection.
Mm-hmm.
Tag based selection. Okay, for example, let me have something now. Okay, there is one simple HTML which is going to be available here. In the part of the body, I'll be having lot of tags like this. Okay, here I'll be having some CSS and here I will be having some JavaScript. Okay, in CSS I need to access something and in JavaScript I can able to access something. And this is the HTML file. So from the HTML file, I want to access this particular element into the CSS if I want to apply some color. Okay, if I want to apply some color, if I want to apply any style attribute, I need to apply something.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to apply something, first of all, you need to access with one name. Okay, that is what a tag. The one way is a tag based selection, one way is the ID based selection, and another way is the class based selection. And there are other selections also there, those particular concepts called selectors. Now we will work on one by one. First I will go with the tag based selection, how to select element from the HTML to CSS using with the tag name, how to select a HTML element from HTML to CSS using with the tag name. For example, in HTML I'll be having some tag, and in CSS I need to write some code. Okay, so tag selector, you need to write some tag selector over there, and you need to write the CSS code for that. This is the way you have to do. For example, let me write a simple example. Okay, so take it, new program, new folder, and this is the day 7 now. Okay, so 7, and I want to go with the folder called selectors. Okay, selectors. Inside the selectors, I want to write the first selector, class select. Sorry, element selector. Element selector dot html.
It's a tag selector, right?
Yeah, element selector or tag selector, whatever it may be. Okay, so this is a tag selector or element selector or element
Mm-hmm.
selector. Okay, for example, I want to write some CSS over there. Okay, this is the CSS. This is called internal CSS. Whatever the style tag we are writing, that is called internal CSS from the HTML. So HTML is the body, and we are writing body here in the style. How to access the body? So you have to provide a tag name. Name of the tag is body. Name of the tag is body. I need to write some selection for that. Okay, background color. I want to apply some background color for the body. Okay, background color should be something like orange color. Okay, let me provide a background color for the body with orange color. Okay, that's it. Something is called tag based selection. This is called a tag based selection. So when I apply tag based selection or tag based selector, it will be like this. Okay, I'm going to be having editor and browser side by side now. Okay, let me open the browser. So this is my browser. Okay, now what is happening? Whatever the style I am writing for the body, that is got applied. Now
Yeah.
inside the body, I will take some multiple paragraphs. Inside the, okay, hello HTML, I'm going to be writing some paragraphs here. I have a lot of paragraphs over there, and I'll be having lot of H1s over there. H1 tag also I'm writing. H1 is also hello HTML. Now what my requirement is, I want to access all the paragraphs here. So let me save it first. I want to access all the paragraphs. I need to change the color for the paragraph. Then access P tag, and P tag background color should be something like a yellow. Okay, sharp yellow or green, and color will be white. I am writing some CSS for the exclusively paragraph.
Okay.
I am writing CSS exclusively for the paragraphs. All the paragraphs are got style change. So something like this. Now I want to write some style for the H1 tag. Okay, H1. For H1 also I want to apply some background color. So background color for H1 is pink and the color will be white, something like this. Okay. When I do like this, automatically H1 got a color change and H1 got applied some CSS. This is
Yeah.
called element selector or tag based selection. And the second type of selector is ID selector. So ID selector is ID based selection. ID based selection. Okay, ID based selection. And this will be prefixed with hashtag. Okay, hash ID name. Hash ID name, curly braces open, curly braces code open, and whatever the style code you want, you can provide it. Okay, let me take a one simple example, ID selector now. Okay, save it as, and this will be ID selector. This will be ID selector, ID selector.html. Fine. I want to write something like this, ID selector. For this ID selector, what I want to do is, for body, I want to represent with ID. ID equal to body. Okay, BDY, something like this. And inside the body, I will be writing some H1 like this.
So
Okay.
it is the name we define for the body.
Yes, the ID, identification of the body is BDY.
Okay.
Identification of the body is the BDY now. Okay, now what you want to do is hash BDY. Whatever the name you want, you can provide. No issues with that.
Okay.
But you have to call the BDY here. Hash BDY here. BDY background color is something like a pink. I want to apply something like this. And what my requirement is, I want to execute it. Okay, now what happened?
Yeah.
BDY with BDY background color got applied. Now for H1, I want to represent with ID. ID equal to my heading. Okay, heading something. Okay, heading also I want to write some style. So hash heading. Copy the ID name here and paste the ID name here and write the style for that. Background color will be something like a green and the color will be something like a white. Okay, fine. Fine. This will be very comfortable and very easy. So ID selection like this only. In this way,
Yeah.
particular ID selection will be work. And one more selection is called class-based selection. How class-based selection will be? Let me tell you one simple example how to work with the class-based selection. Save it as okay class selector class selector.html and let me save it class selector like this. And what my requirement is for the body, I need to represent a class. Class equal to something like a BDY again. Okay.
Yeah.
And inside the body, I will be having multiple paragraphs. Inside the body, I will be having multiple paragraphs. Hello, HTML. Okay, let me have a lot of paragraphs here. And even though I will be having some H1, okay, hello HTML. And even though I'll be having something like a button is also something like a button. So everything should be having a simple color. What is the background color for this particular classes? For paragraph, I am giving a class. What is the class for the para is a para. Okay, class is going to be available only for the first para and last para. Class is para. And again, H1 also having the same class. Class is para. Class is multiple time you can provide. Okay, class is para. Okay, for class based selection, what you want to do is dot bdy dot based selection. This one is the dot based selection. Background color will be something like light blue. Light blue. So what is happening when I apply the light blue color for the body selection? What it will done? So for BDY, background color light blue got applied.
Yeah.
For BDY, light blue color got applied. For all the classes, I want to apply one style. So only one class we will be having now. So that is called a para. Dot para you need to represent in CSS. Dot para background color will be something like a orange again, and color will be white. Okay. So what I am trying to providing for all the para related classes. So para
Yeah.
is available for the first paragraph and the fourth paragraph and H1 and button. For all the class, we want to represent with one color. Okay, one style. That style got applied for the all classes. That particular style got applied for all the classes. Can you
Yeah.
see that now?
Yeah.
Okay, there is the one more class I want to write here. So I am writing my own custom class called align class. So in align class, what my requirement is text align to center. A class called align, a class called align. That align class is available for the first para space align, and here also class align. Okay, and here also align, and for this one also align. Can you see?
Yeah.
Whenever you have the another class, whenever you have the another own class which is going to be available, you can apply that particular class wherever it is required. See, only specific align class available elements. First paragraph which is going to be align class, and
So we
fourth
can
paragraph.
assign the class, like we can put one class name space another class.
Exactly. if
Okay.
you want if you want to provide multiple classes for an element, what you want to do is you give a space and write another class. Write
Okay.
another class. Okay, a number of classes you can write. There is no restriction for the class. Okay, the third one is the class-based selection. This is the class-based selection. In the class selector, what you can do is dot class name, dot the class name. Okay, so you can represent the dot class name here. N number of classes you can provide like this. Okay, so CSS code will be here. So there is no restriction with the class, and every class in element with one class attribute, and elements and values separated with space. Value separated with space. Okay, whatever the classes you want, those particular values are actually separating with a space. Can you see that? One is
Yeah.
the para value, one is the align value. Those two values are separated with a space.
Yeah.
Okay, we will be having a lot of CSS selectors which are going to be available. Let me try to do one by one all the things now. Go to the reference of W3 schools. You can find out a number of selectors which are going to be available. The first intro class selector we done, and the
Yeah.
second one is called a group selector. This is also done. So what is the group selector? I can able to provide multiple classes at the same time. So dot class 1, dot class 2. For example, multiple classes I can able to provide. Multiple classes I can able to provide. For example, what I want to do is instead of writing the para and align separately, I will do the para and align. Okay, let me do one thing. Para is the one class, right?
Yeah.
Okay, para is the one class. What I want to do is okay, dot para and a dot heading. Okay, dot para dot heading. Dot para comma dot heading. Two classes I can able to represent at the same time, and the color should be red. What it is going to be applying for dot para? Where is the dot para? Dot para available somewhere, and anywhere heading is there. We don't have any heading class, right?
Yeah. No.
We don't have any heading class. Let me provide heading class here. Okay, let me take a heading class here. Okay. Dot para dot heading. Wherever dot para is available, wherever the dot heading is available, color will be red. I am going to be applying the color with the red color. Okay, let me check it out how this will be. Okay, so wherever the dot para is available, wherever the dot heading is available, those particular elements are applying with the red color.
Yeah.
So comma separated classes also you can define like this. So the first one is simple class, second one is also simple class, third one is also simple class, and fourth one is the group selector. Group selector nothing but you can able to provide a multiple classes with a comma separated with the
Yeah.
same style. You can provide a same style for that. Okay, so you can
Yeah.
do. And what my requirement is, one more thing. I want to do a paragraph which is having the class called paragraph which is having the class called para. What my requirement is, I want to apply the color should be blue. Okay, I'm overriding with another style p dot para, and this is the combination of selectors. The first one is element selector, second one is the class selector. Combination I'm providing. Combination I'm providing. The first
Yeah.
one is the element selector, second one is the class selector. Paragraph, which is the having a type of the class called para. So those particular things I want to get apply the blue color. See, got observed.
Yeah.
P dot para and P dot para got applied something. And now, and the second thing is, let me do one thing. Div space P. Okay, div space P when you want to apply a group parent selector. Div space P. I want to apply something like all will be red color. Okay, let me take a division in. Let me take a division for all the paragraphs in the top level. Take a division for all the paragraphs here. Okay, division is the element which is going to be a container tag, and inside the division we will be having how many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs are there. So inside the division, I want to take a paragraph. This is called a child selector. This is called a
Yeah.
child selector. And for the div space P, inside the div, there is one P available. For that particular P, I want to apply the color red. Okay, now what is happening for this? Div space P, I want to get apply red. What happened? Div space P, color red. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Div space P, all the paragraphs which is going to be available in the division, all the paragraphs got applied with the red color. Color will be red color. Color will be red color. Okay, so this is the way you can provide a multiple type of selectors. Okay, div plus P. What is this div plus P now? After the division, any paragraph is there. After division, there is no paragraphs are there, right? Okay, let me define one paragraph after the division. Okay, hello CSS. I am going to be writing two paragraphs after the division. So there is one
Yeah.
division available here. After the division, we will be having two paragraphs here. Okay, after the division, only one paragraph I want to select. Okay, what my requirement after the division paragraph? Background color should be light blue color. Okay, so background color should be like something like a blue color. After division, any paragraph is there, those particular paragraph, only one paragraph got selected. Div
Yeah.
plus P. Div plus P means it is going to be next of the division, which is going to be available next of the division, those particular things which is going to be available something. Okay, next tilde symbol. How to apply the tilde symbol? Div tilde P. Tilde symbol is going to be selecting all the paragraphs after the division. All the paragraphs after the division. Okay, let me take a background color with the red. After the division, any paragraph is there? Two paragraphs are there, right?
Yeah.
And those two particular paragraphs got changed with the red color. So that is the tilde symbol. And attribute selector. So what is the attribute selector? How to apply attribute selector like this? A target background color something should be yellow. Okay, we don't have any hyperlinks over there. Okay, let me take some hyperlinks here. A, okay, this is Google. Okay, let me have hyperlink href equal to, okay, http google.com. Okay, let me take google.com like this. Okay, https www.google.com. So this is my Google link, and let me take a Apple link also. This is the Apple link. I will be having two hyperlinks over there. All the hyperlinks I want to apply the background color yellow. All the hyperlinks I want to apply the background color yellow. Red, and the color will be white. All the hyperlinks and border radius 5 pixel or 10 pixel, and padding will be 10 pixel. Margin will be 10 pixel. I will tell what is padding, what in margin later.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, let me execute this now. 1 second. Okay, sorry. Attribute selector. So what is attribute selector? A hyperlink, which is going to be hyperlink here, and a target, which is going to be having something like this. And what my requirement is now. So I want to just save this one. All the A should be having something. So all the hyperlinks which are going to be having some color got applied. What are that? Google, Apple.
Yeah.
Google, Apple. Okay. So like this you can do, or you can do one more thing. A square bracket, which is going to be having href. Attribute containing with href, which is getting applied. Okay. There is one attribute called href. Okay, so let me do one thing first like this. Okay. Next, I want to apply the one more selector. I want to apply the one more selector like this. Okay, let me tell you. Some hyperlinks I want to give the blank. Okay, so what I want to do, target equal to blank. So what is hyperlink which is going to be having the blank target? Target equal to, okay, target equal to underscore blank. Okay, for one hyperlink which is going to be having underscore blank. So this is the hyperlink which is going to be underscore having blank. Okay, let me give the blue color for that. Okay, fine. Which is getting applied something like this. Okay. Some hyperlink which target is having underscore blank attribute, and those particular ones got selected with the blue color.
Blank means open in a new tab.
Yeah. Tell me.
The blank means underscore blank is means like
It
open
will take a
Google
new editor. It will take a new
new
editor,
tab.
for example. Yeah, new
Okay.
tab. Okay. So
Okay.
like when I click on Apple, it will take a new tab for you.
Okay.
So that is actually called target equal to underscore blank. That is actually target equal to